Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College, Pune. Standard 8, General Science. Chapter 1, Living World and Classification of Microbes. Today we are going to discuss with Robert Whittaker's 5-kingdom classification, where the organisms were classified into 5 different kingdoms based on 5 different criteria, and that is why it is considered as one of a systematized classification. Now, R.H. Whittaker was basically an ecologist, and in 1969 he classified the organisms into 5 kingdoms. So his classification was called as 5-kingdom classification. This classification is systematized classification because it was based on certain fixed criteria. And that is why this classification is considered one of the important and turning point in classifying the organisms. Now let us see the basic criteria for R.H. Whittaker's 5-kingdom classification. R.H. Whittaker classified the organisms using 5 different criteria. Number 1, complexity of cell structure. Number 2, complexity of organisms. Number 3, mode of nutrition. Number 4, lifestyle. And number 5, phylogenetic relationship. On the basis of these 5 basic criteria, the organisms were classified into 5 kingdoms. Kingdom 1, Monera. Kingdom 2, Protista. Kingdom 3, fungi. Kingdom 4, plantae. And Kingdom 5, Animalia. When it comes to complexity of cell structure, the organisms were classified on the basis of prokaryotic and eukaryotic organization. The prokaryotic organisms showed very simple structure with primitive genetic material and absence of cell organelles like in bacteria and cyanobacteria, whereas the eukaryotic organisms showed a well-defined genetic material called nucleus with presence of advanced structures of the cell organelles, like in higher plants and animals. Organisms were also classified on the basis of their complexity, that is, whether the organisms contain single cell, that called as unicellular organisms, or many-celled, called multicellular organisms. The next criteria was mode of nutrition. Organisms were classified on the basis of different modes of nutrition like autotrophic, saprophytic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Organisms that carried out autotrophic mode of nutrition could prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis, as they contain green color pigment called chlorophyll. Organisms carrying out saprophytic modes of nutrition could absorb the food from dead organisms, that is, they depended for food on dead and decaying organisms. Whereas organisms carrying out heterotrophic mode of nutrition were dependent on other organisms for food and energy. The next criteria was based on the lifestyle of the organisms, that is, whether the organisms played the part of producers or consumers or decomposers in the environment they lived in. The fifth criteria was the phylogenetic relationship between organisms, that is, the evolutionary relationship based on the similarities and differences amongst the organisms. It revealed the evolutionary relationship of organisms from prokaryotic to eukaryotic, and also from unicellular to multicellular organisms. Let us see Whittaker's five kingdom classification. Now, R.H. Whittaker classified the organisms into two main groups, prokaryota and eukaryota, based on the cellular organization. Prokaryota included all the prokaryotes which were unicellular, having very primitive structure. That is, the single cell contained a cell envelope with protoplasm and primitive genetic material, which is called as prochromosome. Whereas the cell organelles either were very primitive or were not present at all. So these organisms which showed the primitive cellular organization and were unicellular organisms were all classified under the group Prokaryota. Here pro refers to first form, karyon refers to the genetic material or the nucleus here. Here we don't have. So Prokaryota included all the prokaryotes, unicellular prokaryotes, and they were classified together under kingdom Monera. Whereas the eukaryota included all those organisms with well-advanced features in their cellular organization, like a well-developed cell envelope with cytoplasm and a well-defined nucleus. Here, U refers to true and karyon refers to the nucleus, which was well-defined. So the organisms which showed a very advanced cellular organization were all classified under eukaryota. Now, further, eukaryota was again classified into unicellular as well as multicellular organisms based on the number of cells. Unicellular organisms were classified under kingdom Protista. Organisms which were single cell organisms and showed eukaryotic cellular organization were classified under kingdom Protista, whereas multicellular organisms were again classified based on the presence or absence of cell wall into two groups. One group with cell wall and the other group without cell wall in the cellular organization. Now the organisms which showed cell wall, presence of cell wall in their cells, were again classified into two groups, two kingdoms, based on modes of nutrition. The organisms which could not prepare their own food and carried out the heterotrophic mode of nutrition were classified under kingdom Fungi, whereas the other group that showed the organisms which could prepare their own food were the producers of the producers category were classified under kingdom Plantae. Whereas the organisms without cell wall in their cell or cellular organization were all classified under kingdom Animalia. So the organisms were classified into five major kingdoms: kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, and kingdom Animalia. Now let us see the characteristics of kingdom Monera. All the organisms included in this kingdom are unicellular. They may be autotrophic or heterotrophic and are prokaryotic cells without distinct nucleus or cell organelles. For example, bacteria like Streptococcus pneumoniae, Legionella pneumoniae, Staphylococcus aureus, Clostridium botulinum, Salmonella typhi, Vibrio cholerae, etc. Characteristics of kingdom Protista. The protistans are single-celled organisms with well-defined nucleus enclosed in a nuclear membrane. They have pseudopodia or hair-like cilia or whip-like flagella for locomotion. And some eutrophic protistans were autotrophs like Euglena volvox containing chloroplast, whereas others were heterotrophs, for example, amoeba paramecium. Next, let us see the characteristics of kingdom fungi. Organisms in this group are non-green, eukaryotic and heterotrophic organisms. Most of them are saprotrophs, that is, they feed upon decaying organic matter. Their cell wall is made up of tough and complex sugar called as chitin. Some fungi are thread-like and many nuclei are present in the cytoplasm. Examples of fungi are yeast, aspergillus, penicillium and mushrooms. So to summarize, in this video we learned the basic criteria of R.H. Whitaker's 5 kingdom classification, as well as how the organisms were classified into 5 kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. Thank you.